Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are you doing on this amazing Wind Down Wednesday? Welcome to Get to Know Bob. I am Sonya Weaver, your host for this evening, and I'm just excited to be with you. The weather has been phenomenal. And can you say that? Yes, because it's December. It has been phenomenal for a December day. And I'm just feeling good. And I'm glad to be with you this evening. We have an amazing show coming up. I don't want to get ahead of myself, so I'm going to stay on point, on schedule for what I need to be talking about as we move along this evening, right? So, for those of you who are joining us first, we want to say welcome and thank you. Make sure you share with other people. Let them know we're here. We've migrated from Instagram Live, and so we had so many people checking us out there. And I know you guys are taking a moment to find us here live on YouTube, but we haven't gone anywhere, and we're excited to be here with you guys this evening and every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. So make sure you share our flyers with everybody so that they can be a part of this amazing conversation where we bring on the best people in every industry, right? They're in business, they're authors, they're musicians, uh, founders of nonprofits, just an abundance of talent within our community. And we're bringing them on so you can get to know who they are, what they do, and why. That why is important, why they do what they do. So we thank you for your support. Make sure you share. We're going to have an awesome show this evening. And first and foremost, I am going to kick it off with, of course, tonight's look. I'm going to simplify it. I'm just going to take it down to the lip popping because I absolutely love purple. Y'all know that is my fave color. And so tonight I have on a combination of the three colors. Three go so well when you're blending. So two of them are by Soft Kisses, the Glam Doctor, and one, no, let me reverse. Two are by Tauntus Cosmetics by Nadanya. Yes, I had to switch it up. So two are by Tauntus Cosmetics, and one is by Soft Kisses, the Glam Doctor. And I think they blended together, collaborated well. So here's tonight's kiss for an amazing show, right? Okay, so next we're going over to our Support 7 Bob pledge. Have you accepted the pledge to support 7 Black-owned businesses a week? And okay, this is holiday season. So, we made it kind of sort of easy a little bit for you, gave you some ideas of who you could support during the holiday season. But of course, we don't want it to stop there. But in case you missed it, you need to visit back our social media platform, Deals with Bob, on Instagram and Facebook. Of course, Instagram is going to give you the short version, but Facebook will give you the long video version of each business that we suggested that we're going to be supporting this holiday season. And so we're going to do the back movement. I won't sing for you guys tonight. I gave you enough of that each day. But at number 12, we have Century Body Essentials. I absolutely love Century Body Essentials for especially this time of year, right? I have eczema, and I found that their products do not create me to have I say outbreaks or create me to itch or any of those kind of things. In fact, they're the opposite. They keep moisture. And so that's probably the problem with me is I don't retain moisture well, but these products are phenomenal. I have the foot scrub. I have the oatmeal milk bath. I have the body butters. I have the lip glosses. So really, I just use their products and they make great gifts. I'm telling you, you will want to support Century Body Essentials. At 11, we had the Health Box Drink to Shrink. Now, I have been working on my health from a multiple different areas, and we have had Miss Nikki B on a couple of times. So you should know that giving the gift of health is a great gift. I'm serious. And who wouldn't want to lose some of those extra little inches we've accumulated during the holidays from eating so well, right? But the Health Box Drink to Shrink is phenomenal and will allow you to get your vitamins through their green drink, allow for you to feel well through their green drink, as well as start seeing some of the toxins removed from your body through their juicing tea. It's just a phenomenal product, and I am just so pleased with the results. I went away this weekend celebrating my cousin's birthday, came back and needed to have some of my drink, immediately began to feel cleansed and feel better. So yes, I am a co-signer of the Health Box Drink to Shrink. At number 10, we have Mona Lisa's lyrics. Oh, yes. And then I also spilled some tea regarding that because she has an amazing makeup line coming out where you can actually create your own colors. Like, as I'm not giving it too much away because I know I don't know everything, but where you can actually create, like if you want a certain lip color, it's going to be kind of like that from my understanding. So it will be more to come. But if you're looking to have an amazing event, of course, Mona Lisa is the person to get you connected and having that event go off seamlessly. Number nine, we have My Sisters and Me. And again, I am a fan of their products. My edges are laid, they are growing. So much is happening with using their system just from their hair care products alone. But if you are looking for a new style during the just a new style period, I don't want even say it's the holiday season, but a new style, want to do some protection of your hair and that kind of stuff, then you can go to their hair braiding and it will fit your schedule because they make appointments throughout the whole 24 hours. Even though they're not walk-in anymore, make an appointment for a time that works for you on your schedule. Next, I had at number 8, Tease Timeless Beauty. And I'm a fan of the Lumi Spa. It has really helped my skin. I am not even really even wearing a lot of foundation anymore because the Lumi Spa is starting to just really even me out in my skin. It's just so smooth. So yes, I also recommend that one too. They have a lot of other great products, but I am sold on that Lumi Spa. At number 7, we had Dtj Consulting. I have absolutely love my digital business card. I carry cute business card cases. And when you're busy at a networking event, you just kind of run out. But with a digital business card, I've never ran out. And the good thing is people don't lose my number. They have no way of losing it because it drops right into their phone to their contacts, and people tend to not lose their phone as easily. So it's great to have for networking purposes. At number 6, we had Divine Diva Designs, and of course my t-shirts that I wear every week are Divine Diva Designs. But again, I mentioned I went to a birthday party this weekend, and I believe I gave a great, awesome gift because it was custom made. I worked with the owner and I got a custom made gift that I was able to give, and it went over well. So who wouldn't want to sit down with someone and create a custom design gift? Think about those great holiday gifts you can give this season by just custom designing them. So yes, you will want to reach out to number 6, Divine Diva Designs. Number 5, we have Linked LLC. Give the gift of time, right? Spend some time with people this holiday. Give them, an option to come and have some fun and create some memories, and they walk away with a keepsake bracelet. So they have a gift. It is a beautiful bracelet, but it was created by them in a present of an environment where you guys could bead and bond and bond and bead. So yes, get those gift certificates from Linked LLC this holiday season and have some amazing stocking stuffers for some people. At number 4, we had the Glam Doctor. Of course, that was introducing one of my looks I used for my lips today. They have an amazing array of colors that are matte. Most of them, I would say, I didn't. That's why I kind of paused, but I believe they're all matte, which is good because we're still wearing our mask, and you can actually put on lip color and not worry about that if you just wear the lip color alone. But they've also introduced lip liners, and they have an amazing brush set. So I can't wait to see how they continue to grow in 2022. But those are some amazing gifts to give, right? Who doesn't turn down lip color? I know I don't. Maybe it's just me, I'm biased. And number 3, we had Good Measure. I am so excited to see people posting their holiday wreaths, putting them up so people can see them on social media because they have special holiday wreaths that they're designing. And I'm apologizing in advance because I don't know if the cutoff date has come or not. I think it was the 19th. It might have been the 13th. So all you can do is reach out and find out. Don't blame me if the cutoff date is passed, because I made sure I put them at number 3 so that you had time to get your Christmas wreath and support this amazing cause this holiday season. Number 2, we have my traveling pearls with paparazzi jewelry. Any budget, any person on your gift list, you got them covered with paparazzi, because everything in that in that jewelry line is $5. $5. So, you can give a gift that keeps on giving when you give jewelry as a gift. Perfect stocking stuffers. And then number 1, we have True to You candles and the blend bar. Give, again, the gift of time. You can either purchase a candle and give it directly as a gift, or you can give a gift certificate for the blend bar and go as a collective group. Everybody will make their own uniquely scented candle, and they will walk away with that as a gift. But more importantly, they will walk away with some great memories that you created together. So that is a great way for you to make sure that you accept and pledge to support 7Bob. That is the Support 7Bob pledge. And it's really that simple. You can just support with your time, by sharing, by volunteering. There's a lot of volunteering needed for this holiday season. So you can volunteer, and you can do financial contributions. You can donate, or you can purchase. So there's many ways to support 7 Black-owned businesses a week. Now, getting into our featured listings and deals for our consumer members. We're kicking it off with Affordable Veterinary Clinic. We had an on-site testimony last program where that guest uses the vet services. Oh, I'm apologizing. My throat. Start getting a tickle in my throat. So they use the vet services, which is awesome. So I'm not only saying that Affordable Veterinary Clinic is the place for you to go for your pets and love those furry friends that you love, but I was co-signed on last show. So make sure you go and visit and support Affordable Veterinary Clinic. Then today's Smile. Oh, we're in the final stages of what their deal is going to be for you consumer members. It's going to be centered around some whitening and some additional services that you can get while you're at the dentist. But if you're looking for a place that feels like home, that you're going to be comfortable with going to, we highly recommend today's Smile. Mona Lisa's Lyrics is offering our consumer members 15% off their membership fee. So you want to take advantage of that ASAP. Then we have Woo, Women Helping Empower Winners. Are you a winner? Consumer members, you would get free registration and or free consultation. That was almost a tongue twister for me. Free registration and or free consultation. So if you're looking for some support for you to become a winner, you want to reach out to Woo. Next, we have Phlebotomy Express Training Centers that is offering 10% off to consumer members. They also was having a holiday special. I think it might have been expired by now, but if it isn't, why not get that special plus an additional 10% off? How amazing is that? We have My Sisters and Me, and they are offering consumer members 10 to 15% off. So you can get anywhere on that spectrum, 10% to 15% off, either those products and or the services, or you can do a combination of both, right? We have Linked LLC that is offering 50% off plus one to consumer members. What that means is you and a friend could get linked and one will get 15% off. So that's like a BOGO deal for consumer members. Or you can have a free visit with +3. So if it's 4 of you guys, one person will be free. That is for consumer members. Linked is making sure you have no excuses for creating those memorable experiences, one beat at a time. We have newly listed Tax Divas giving 10% off or free registration or free consultation or a free gift. So do not dawdle, especially business owners. Get your books together. Go ahead and go and find Tax Divas, who is offering consumer members those additional deals and discounts. We also have newly listed Divine Diva Designs that are offering 15% off to our consumer members. And as you just said, or just heard from me, as I just said, I was a hit with some of the gifts I've been given lately, because I have been doing custom design gifts working with Divine Diva Designs. You too want to take advantage, consumer members, and get that 15% off. So to become a consumer member, here's what you have to do. You just visit the website at www.dealswithbob.com. You're going to click on consumer sign up and join today. It's really that simple. And for our business owners out there, you will want to go to www.dealswithbob.com and click on business sign up. That would be the best bet if you're a business owner, to do that annual basic plus membership, which includes the consumer membership plus all of these other advantages and bonuses, where we help create awareness and encourage support of the amazing things you are doing with your business. So now we have a few things coming up as we stay connected, right? We have a couple of things coming up. First and foremost, tomorrow evening, Smack Productions is doing a year in review. Now, if you don't know what Smack Production is, that was a amazing platform where myself, my sister, and my two cousins. So Smack is the letters for each of our names: Sonya, Michelle, Angela, and Cheryl. And we wanted to use that because Smack itself, we wanted to present some of those hard-hitting topics in a way that we were going to discuss them in a way that was non-political, right? Not that politically correct conversation, but getting to the heart of some issues and having the conversations a lot of people were scared to have. And so tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., December 16th, Smack Productions is going to be doing a year in review. You will be seeing highlights from some of those amazing conversations that we facilitated. You can watch it live on Facebook and or YouTube, okay? Next, we have the Hilarity for the Homeless. This is a comedy show that is a clean comedy show, let me note, and it is for charity. And it will be proceeds will be going towards the homeless. They ask that you bring a pair of socks, gloves, hats to support the homeless. It will be hosted by Yaz, starring Tom Macy, Calvin Brown, and Josh Adams. It will also be featuring my friend Griff, who you can hear every day on Detroit Praise Network 99.9, 98.3, or 105.9. Get Up in the Mornings with Erica Campbell. So I know you've heard it before on your ride to work or just getting yourself rejuvenated for the day. That is going to be on Friday, December 17th at 8 p.m. The doors open at 7 p.m. and the cost is $50. There will also be a special guest appearance by Mayor Monique Owens, who is the first Black woman mayor of the city of East Point, Michigan. To get your tickets, you will want to go to Eventbrite, or you want to call 313-506-7318. Next, coming up, so mark your calendars and get prepared for Manifest Your Destiny 2022 with the vision board party for Angelita the Coach. That is going to be on January the 15th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. I got information that it has been switched over to a virtual platform to allow for more people that wanted to participate and to still maintain COVID distancing. Next, we have Boss Babes Beat and Bomb featuring Elizabeth Mays, the founder, or I should say her grandfather founded her. She's the existing CEO of Mays Printing. And that event is coming soon, January 2022. So be on the lookout with more to come on that amazing event. If you have any events going on that you want us to promote here on Get to Know Bob and make sure that our community stays connected, please contact me either by going to www.dealswithbob.com and filling out the contact us information on the website, or you can email us directly at info@dealswithbob.com. We want to stay connected and support each other. Now, as we get ready to bring on tonight's guest, I wanted to do a quick highlight over last week's guest. recapping Sonya Weston of Your Premier Travel and Young People Travel Global Edge. Here's some things that she said last week that I made notes on that I want to make sure that you are aware of. So, one, she said to attach yourself to great women. And I'm going to say that's for men too. If you want to walk in greatness, then you should attach yourself to greatness. Remember what mom said? Mom said that it matters the company you keep. So it works the same way in everything. If you want to have good business, then you keep good business company, right? If you want to have good nonprofits, then you link yourself up with great nonprofits. And so I just love those words of wisdom. She wanted to make sure if you were traveling, that on average it's taking about 12 weeks to get a passport. Now, she said you might be able to expedite them depending on the reason, but do not wait if you need a passport. She said, as of now, if you are having anything planned prior to March, April-ish, you might have waited too long to get that passport. So you will want to start the process now if you have something planning. She said about March or April. Some places that you can visit are the U.S. Virgin Islands that do not need a passport, and Puerto Rico do not need a passport. So you can get to some fun in the sun on some islands without a passport as well. That was awesome to know that. Now, some of the questions that came in were passport relating. They were related to traveling on a budget. If you want to hear more about that, make sure you watch last week's episode by going to our YouTube channel and looking for the one for Sonya Weston. So, without further ado, as we move into tonight's show, I'm excited to have this conversation because I've talked a lot about the holiday season, but I want to make sure that you stay wise this holiday season because we don't want to have to recuperate in 2022 for some things that we did during the holiday season in 2021. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on tonight's guest who has been on our show before and we're excited to have again. Welcome. How are you this evening?
Hi there. How are you? Hi, everyone.
Hi. Yes. It's so good to have you back.
I'm happy to be back. Thank you so much.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, who might have missed the first episode, I'm going to still allow the Bishop of Credit to introduce herself so that you can get to know who she is, what she does, and why she does what she does.
I am Shameka Bishop, and I am the Bishop of Credit. Believe that it's chess, not checkers. I am the owner and founder of RCA Credit Repair. We are here for legitimate credit repair only. And if you are wanting to know the real deal about credit and credit education, I am here for you.
Awesome. I absolutely love that introduction. She's like the real deal. Okay. You want to know, then you need to be talking to the bishop because it is what you say, it is chess. Not checkers. That's right. And so before we get into our conversation, I do want people to understand that I am excited for Shameka to be on for so many different reasons. But one that I should lead with is, again, you guys know I like to be transparent, is that I have worked with the Bishop of Credit, and my credit in all platforms is like over 700. And yeah, like give me something. Hey, yeah, seriously. And I am not afraid of credit anymore. I'm still very cautious and mindful, but I'm not afraid. And so, as I still grow, because there's some things that are there, I continue still to use Miss Bishop. And I don't think there's ever going to be a time where you don't, because your finances are almost like that. They come, they're gonna go, and so things change and all this kind of stuff. And you want to be mindful however those financial situations change, that you maintain good credit in the process and you don't do bad habits. So that is my personal testimony to people. And I'm gonna tell you, when you have credit score that actually some of them say good still, but some of them say, better than good. As you work towards that great or whatever it is, I am no longer questionable credit. So that is awesome. But what I will say is you have certain confidence. It makes you feel like, oh, do I want to go and get a car this time? Or you don't have that anxious, like,
Yeah.
oh, I hope somebody approves.
Yes. And that's how, a lot of people are. They're going in with that hope and prayer. And then every time that hope and prayer doesn't come out to be what they want it to be, your credit has been ran 17 times. Okay. Because the car dealership is not concerned about your credit. They're concerned about that commission and getting that car off the lot.
Right. See, that's some valuable lessons right there.
Yes.
That you don't want to keep just doing it and just hoping that, because you're actually doing more damage. And my final transparency for me is I wouldn't say fear, but not taking the time to actually speak to your creditors before it got bad. And just basically like, well, it is what it is. I mean, it could be that life changes, you might not have it, but if you get to that point to know that you can change it, you can get back on the other side, and that's what I want to say. I think this has been the highest I've ever had my adult life. So I'm really like, woo.
I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fix my light because the glare on both my glasses. I'm sorry. But I'm so excited to hear that, because that makes me feel good. Number one, because you've kept it together. And that's the goal with RCA. We're going to repair your credit reports, and then we're going to educate you so you can keep it together. We don't need you to keep coming back. We want you to get it. Teach your children, get your children some credit,
Exactly.
and keep it increasing.
Definitely. Exactly. And you did that because it was more than like, just let me pull your report and okay, I did X, Y, and Z. It was the education piece that really made the difference. And that's the perfect segue to let people know this is how good she is. For definitely 2022, she will be the credit go-to for the Western Wayne NAACP. All that downriver area with over 23 cities represented within that area, so that the education of our communities as it pertains to credit will be addressed. And so I'm just so excited to work with Shameka, the Bishop of Credit, in that aspect, and just to see how many lives are going to be transformed just through this organization additional, collaboration with this organization.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. I always say credit has the power to change lives. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's number one. The things that most people don't look at of credit for the background is credit keeps marriages together. It helps. Better credit, better finances. It potentially helps child abuse. Ain't too many people out there with good credit abusing children because they happen. It improves how you feel about yourself as a person. And these are my personal views. This is not any statistics or anything, but this is where my passion comes from. Anything that has the potential of taking negativity out of our environment, out of our community, is definitely something that needs to be endeavored.
Yes. And really that is so key that you brought that up, because most people kind of see it like this, but you in practice, they say financial issues are the cause of a lot of these negative things, divorce and mistreatment of children and all of those kind of things, even the lack of having things, emergencies coming up, and just all of those kind of things where it just can, like, not having it can be so limiting to people. And I know it's probably not always an easy. You just make it look easy. I know it's probably not an easy task at educating your cousins and uncles and all these people out there about it, but you do it so well. So let us just hear a little bit about some of the ways you've overcome in 2021, because you've had an amazing year, and I know
Yes, I
there's been some challenging. So just like walk us through just kind of 2021 as we do a recap.
Well, first, I have had just so many clients who've purchased homes, who were able to get loans to put their children through college, just improving their credit reports and just increasing their credit scores altogether. Everyone want to get better credit for their own particular reasons, and it ain't my business. All I'm here for is to help you improve it and to educate you in the process. And that's what the biggest part has been for me, is doing that. I've went on several different speaking events to educate our people. Gosh, I'm trying to recap, and it's like I've done so much, and I've been blessed to, go so many places, speak to so many people, educating the children. That's a big deal. I've been doing a lot of National Credit Education Awareness Month, just passed in October. I had an article published in the Beautiful Machine magazine. It is a wonderful read, and also another article published by a writer for the Michigan Chronicle in October. If you guys go Google that, both of them are awesome reads. Okay. And just putting out information. Information is key. And most people deem information that they are unfamiliar with to be scary. And that's where I come in, because although you may be unfamiliar, but I can take you like this and educate you, because I'm not the lowest common denominator. I want to meet you on your credit level, because I used to be on that low credit level. I knew nothing about credit. Okay, guys, I knew nothing about credit. And all it took was educating myself. And even though those 5-syllable, 10-syllable words or whatnot were very daunting and scary to me, I was able to retain that knowledge. And I'm here to just share that with you guys, teach you about credit. We're talking about going as far as even the parents who were getting the loans for the children. I'm talking about getting your credit together, so when it's time for your kids to go to college, they can apply for their own loans because they already got that good credit. Right. And the Bishop says, come get some of this good credit.
Come get some of this good credit. I love it. I love it. And what I would say, I've been like here cheering in the background of all of these accomplishments throughout 2021. The amazing billboards that's been up, forgot about those, yes, because I was like trying to drive. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kill myself out here trying to just take a picture like in passing. But these are the kind of accomplishments that you just celebrate with people that are in your network and in your circle. And I have celebrated, with you, because that lets me know the support that you're receiving. Yes. Okay. So even though that is a celebration that you can cherish, kind of like, yes, the reason behind not doing it is the why. And the why is so important. The why you do what you do, you can tell resonates in you to really take it to the next level of not just being an educator alone, or not just fixing it alone, but like you said, changing lives and legacy. I just love that about you. Now I'm gonna take a quick little pause, because behind you I see 17-page credit repair. True. So we might as well just go on and share with people what that's about.
So, most people, I want to reach people on all levels. And, most people have been intimidated. They have been scammed. They have been taken advantage of when dealing with this credit repair. And once again, I'm going to say I am here to put the legitimacy back in credit repair. And those people who just are, really don't want to deal with another credit repair ex-agent, don't want to give your social out, I have the 17 pages of credit repair truth. Okay, it's on Barnes and Nobles, it's on Amazon.com. It is only 17 pages, and it's exactly what you need to know. It's a DIY, do it yourself, and get your credit together. Okay, now it's not exactly how the bishop is going to give it to you, but definitely it's going to get you together. It's going to get your credit repair started, and you're going to start seeing those increases. And it's only 17 pages. I'm not sure if I, make sure I say that again. We don't need 50
Right.
pages to repair our credit. Okay, we don't need 50 pages. I've broken this down to the lowest common denominator of everything you need to know to repair your credit.
Awesome. She said 17 pages. Now, so what I'm excited in the perfect transition of just making people know right today is that for our focus here at Get to Know Bob in 2022 is like dismantling the freaking phrase, if you want to keep information from the Black community, put it in a book. No. We have phenomenal authors, just like here, like the Bishop of Credit has made it simple for you.
Yes.
And you're going to start reading. Our focus is literacy. We're honoring and going to be showcasing authors. So get ready to see Miss Bishop again. She talks about this book in 2022 because seriously, I'm bringing on authors majority of 2022 because we are going to get that knowledge. Because what it says, people perish for the lack of knowledge, and we're done with perishing. Okay, so I just needed to say that plug. I'm glad it's in 17 pages, you guys. I'm gonna be doing book giveaways with it. Again, if you're part of the Western Wayne NAACP area, we're going to be working with our president on getting books out to people that join the NAACP. All of these different things we're going to be working on because we are serious about transforming the lives within our communities. Anything you want to add to that point?
Of course. I've got, to that part or something else? Because you got a lot to say about this credit.
Well, again, I want you to take the format you want, but let me just see right here. Right now, I want to make sure we acknowledge where people can find you.
Okay. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Bishop, the Bishop of Credit. Instagram, Bishop of Credit. Facebook, the Bishop of Credit. You can go to my site, bishopofcredit.com. I have an app, y'all. The Bishop have an app. Go right to your app store, Androids, Apple products. Download my app, The Bishop of Credit. And you can find me there. You can learn more about us. That app is fantastic. You can call, you can email, you can learn more about us. You can purchase the book. You can purchase this wonderful Bishop of Credit merch, this God, family, FICO, in that order. And of course, you can go to the website and start your program.
Awesome. And we're going to still work with Miss Bishop and get her listed on this directory. I know we have been overdue with making that happen, but we are definitely going to get Miss Bishop on our directory so that she has that international platform now that we've gone international. And like I said, I know from personally working with her that her passion lies in making changes in people's lives. And it's been times where it's gone beyond just, and maybe I'm just special. I got to remember I am special, but I was in a situation where I was freaking out. And my mom was like, well, don't you know someone who's in credit that you called? I said, I didn't even reach out to the bishop, and she helped me through that. So just know that there may be times where you have to bring her on as a client of consultation and compensate, but don't do it alone. Don't make decisions that can impact yourself under emotional distress and quick minute decisions. Get the information and knowledge from the experts. Okay, I am going to say that too, but I might be special though. I'm just saying,
But no, see, you are totally correct though, because yes, those consultation fees are real. But guess what you're going to get? You're going to get transparency. You're going to get some legitimacy, and you're going to get your questions answered. If I don't know it, I'm not going to tell you. And the goal is to get this information. Come get this information. With information, you will never need me again, potentially, in certain phases. And that's why I celebrate credit, because it was not until I'm about to be 40 in 2 months. Woo, woo. So it wasn't until I was about 35 35,
Mm,
35, until I started learning about credit, maybe 36, something like that. And
mm-hmm,
that was unfortunate, because I lived all of those years with bad credit, cash and
mm-hmm,
carry, cash and carry. If I don't
mm-hmm.
have the money, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, and Paul to pay
Right.
Peter, and Jesse to pay somebody else back. And I'm steady going in circles and circles, and I'm getting the highest APR rates.
Mm-hmm.
I can't buy a house. I can't get a credit card. And if I do get a credit card, what do I have? I have the highest interest rate on that credit card. They're going to give me $200 or $300. I have to pay $75 to $100 to even get the credit card, and then continuously pay that annual fee every year. So it's
Mm-hmm.
big money. When I tell you guys think that credit repair is expensive, you need to go on my site. You'll definitely see I'm not expensive. You can't afford this, especially because your biggest expense is going to be having bad credit.
Right,
Okay.
right. I was about to say that it's almost like you cannot afford not to do it. I don't even know if I said that right. That was all grammatically incorrect. But but the thing is if you think it's a cost a lot for upfront getting it right,
Mhm,
you go pay more than that on the
mhm,
interest and all of the bad rates for having bad credit.
mhm. Think
So,
about it.
right, it's almost like you have to sacrifice and be like, you know what, in the long run, I need to address this. And that's kind of where, I went. I will say that Shameka did a seminar for the NAACP, and the tips that she shared alone was enough for me to start the process. I only could take it so far. So for people tonight who for whatever reason just feel that it is too much, or for whatever reason just absolutely don't have it, what would be then some tips that you would share, not giving away what needs to be paid, what I'm saying,
Mhm,
but
yeah.
but just what are some tips that you would just share so people can at least start addressing and not being fearful or uncomfortable about the process to make the change.
Well, I feel if you have bad credit and you've had bad credit for some time, that means that you do not have the understanding. And therefore, this is what I'm for, to give you the understanding. And if you want to get started, I have payment plans.
Okay.
That's a big thing. I do offer payment plans. It's I cannot give an exact answer for that, because everybody is different. Some
Okay.
people only need the credit education. Some people just need to get a credit card. Some people's scores are just too low to get credit cards. Well, if
Mhm.
you don't have any credit, I will say this, and your score is at least, y'all, I'm gonna say at least a 550. Go to fingerhut.com. They report to all 3 credit bureaus. You might have to pay a small fee. I don't represent Fingerhut, but I know they do give credit to people with bad credit. Okay.
Okay.
And that can be your restart, but once again, that finger hunt may not help everybody. You
Mhm.
might get denied for the finger hunt. It just depends on what you as an individual and your report looks like. And that is the
Okay.
reason why it's important. Like with my programs, I don't just offer written education. You do have the ability to have that verbal education too, because when you do have that, looking for those credit, you need to know how to pay the credit. You need to know if you're eligible for a credit card without going ahead and getting another inquiry on your credit report. Um, so it just depends on who the individual person is, because everybody has ruined their credit in their own particular way.
Okay. So basically, your credit has your fingerprint on it.
Exactly. Me, myself, and I tell it to people all the time. In my short 39 years, I filed bankruptcy twice. I now have awesome credit. I had to put the D small little at the end because coming back from a bankruptcy, I have the blueprint. It's not something that's easy to do.
Mhm.
You have to rebuild. You have to let people find that trust again. Credit equals trust. Now I'm going to go into educate now. I'm done talking about, come get these programs, come get some of this good credit. But credit equals trust, guys. And if you do not have credit, you do not have any trust. And that is with anyone. Okay. For instance, like I want to tell you guys about this too before I forget. Next month, you guys, I know you guys have seen it on the news. The president said he's not extending those payments for those student loans. I need everyone right now. To make it about their business tomorrow to call their student loan provider and set up a payment plan. If you do not set up a payment plan, everybody, please listen to me when I tell you, you will receive a missed payment, aka a late payment on your credit report. It will decrease your credit score even further. If you have good credit, oh boy, it's really going to hurt you. Good credit people know what it's like when something wrong happens. Go get a payment plan. Set up a payment plan. Request a payment plan. You're going to get an increase in debt and a missed payment, and it's going to severely affect you. Guys, it is next month, 1/1/22, and it's coming here. What do we got? 16 days?
Wow.
So in 16 days, everyone that's following, everyone that's looking, I want you to share this again. Okay. Number one, because we're in deals with Bob. Okay. Yes. Number two, because I want everybody, because everybody in America has student loans just about. And I need everyone to know how to not hurt their credit come January 1st.
So this will be for people in a situation where they have not paid anything towards their student loans during the period that COVID allowed for them, that grace time.
This is for everyone. This is for everyone, because during that grace period, actually no one had to pay, at all.
But if you were paying still monthly, then you're good though, because you've been paying monthly and will continue to pay monthly.
No, because it's like this. You know how you can set up a payment plan, or if you owe some money, and you have a demand for money. I demand right now, you owe me 10,000. I want my 10,000 right now. If you don't set a payment plan up for that 10,000, then no matter if you send in $2 or $5, the demand is still going to be there that you need to pay me my $10,000. And I'm going to say that you missed a payment if you haven't set up a particular payment plan with me.
Okay. Well, I guess my question is let's go pre-pandemic, during pandemic, post-pandemic, and then January 2022.
Okay.
So if you had a student loan pre-pandemic and the amount per month was $150, okay, the pandemic come and you're still paying that $150, and you've been paying $150 up until this point. So now January 1st, you don't have to do anything differently, do you? Because you have been paying what was in place pre-pandemic. Is that correct?
Yes, please forgive me. I mistook what you were saying. So yes, of course, you are absolutely correct. And on top of that, anybody that was paying during the pandemic, you noticed that there was no interest, zero interest on your loan. So that means that you actually had a chance for a once in a lifetime opportunity to see the
Now, but the thing is, January 1, they not gonna try to do anything with that interest though, right?
At January 1, we got interest coming too. You got interest starting. They are not. It goes back to pre-pandemic. Come 1/1/22.
But they're not calculating that gap and adding it back though. Okay.
No, they're not calculating that gap. But if the pandemic never happened, right, go back to before it happened, it's going to be back to the original.
Okay.
The only people, the only people that benefited from the student loan pause payment situation is anyone that actually paid during the pandemic.
Okay.
I saw your debt really drop.
Okay. So, that was some help. Because I was following your technique. So for me, I was making sure I was diligent at paying, because one thing that I've learned from a tip that I would share that's not that should be common knowledge, but may not be, is that there is also what's considered a length of credit, like years of open credit or something to that extent. And so in order for me to kind of grow to the level I wanted to grow, we maintained keeping that payment on that student loan because of the length of time I've had it open, and that I could actually do it without impact to my life. So it made sense for me to continue to pay during the pandemic and actually benefit from the lack of the interest piece.
Exactly.
So this is where having a credit coach comes into play.
You know, I know we're getting down to time. I got something else that's really good, because this is what's going on in 2022. You want to have better credit in 2022. Period. Ain't that what they say? Period.
Drop mic.
Drop mic. You want to have better credit in 2022. And this is what another thing is about the education and making sure that, that we know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Garnishments are going to be everywhere. Okay. Garnishments are everywhere because the courts have reopened. Okay. Mm-hmm. People who haven't been paying their bills, garnishments, income tax garnishments, checks are being garnished. All garnishments are back into effect. They are filing the liens and the garnishments on your income tax law and your estate tax and your federal tax. Okay, this is the season. If you get one in the mail, you need to go to court. Okay, you need to go to court. Otherwise, you're going to get a default judgment against you. I am not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm only educating you. Okay, you will get a default judgment against you, and therefore, immediately you're going to be getting garnished shortly. Okay, whether it's your check, whether it's your income tax. All right. So if you are getting garnished, if you are about to get garnished, I do provide garnishment packets. DIY. Stop your garnishment yourself. That's going to be a big deal coming up. Everyone's going to see themselves getting garnished who hasn't paid.
Okay.
I have many people right now.
Okay. So question then, from a consumer side, let's say you had a bill you didn't pay with company A, but now company A has, I guess, sold it in a packet to company B. So you haven't paid company B and you don't want to be garnished. Who do you contact? Company A or company B?
So legally, the company B should have paperwork for a bill of sale on that particular account.
Okay.
That's in the book. That's in the books. That's the education they take away from us. Top of that, legally, company B should have a registered agent in the state of Michigan to even give them the power, even if you did owe them, to collect. Okay. But you're going to have to contact company B. Okay. If company B says they have legal ownership of that debt, you're going to have to contact company B. Okay. And then then company B even have, this is how low this is how they do our consumers who it's okay to say you uneducated. It's okay to say that because it ain't nothing but a thing but a chicken wing to be educated. For real.
I love that.
And they do our consumers like this because they will then in turn put the debt from company A, who is not in company B is in possession of it, and then put it on your credit report. And then tacked on extra fees, extra this, extra, and you like, wait a minute. Now I know I might have owed company A.
All right.
$2. But there ain't no way I owe company B $2 million.
Right. Exactly. So, and that's why I was wondering, can you always go back to company A to settle it?
Nope. Once it's out of company A's hands, company A has nothing to do with it. And you will even notice this, like people who get medical bills in and it goes to a collection company. Once it goes to collections, even if you call up to the hospital and say, hey, I want to pay my bill, they're going to direct you over to company B.
Okay.
Because it's out of their hands. Yeah.
Okay. And so now what you just described, is that in the book as far as knowing if company B did what they were supposed to do correctly?
See, no, that is not in the book.
Oh, that's the education piece
That's
that
the
you said.
educational portion of it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
credit is such, that's the reason, like in my book about the credit repair, I have so
Mhm.
many wonderful things coming out, guys. I want y'all to stay looking out for the Bishop. Okay. I'm doing so many things right now. God is doing so many things right now for myself,
Mhm.
for my company, and also to help you all. Okay. And it, those type of things I'm jotting down to put, on paper for people. But when
Okay.
it comes down to being detailed, it's like a lawyer. A lawyer can't put down
Oh
on
yeah.
paper all the
Right.
laws they know,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
it's like, I
Or,
know,
or run out every single
yes,
detail of a scenario. Because
yes.
it's
And
right.
it's so many things that can happen and occur. And it's not until you tell me your problem, it snaps like that and say, I know how to help you.
Right.
I know what your
Okay.
problem is. I know, let's fix it this way. Because
Okay.
everything is always so different, you
Okay.
know. But yeah.
Awesome,
Right.
awesome. Okay, so yeah, we are winding into the last couple minutes. So you shared a lot of good gems. Is there anything, and we got our horizon, we got a little bit of tea time or what's coming up in 2022. So you have piqued my interest of wanting to see what's going to be happening. But is there anything that you want to say in parting that people need to know specifically around this holiday season? Because that's why you came on at this strategic time. I'm afraid for people to fall into some habits that I wouldn't recommend
Right.
during the holidays.
So, credit is to spend. We have the credit to spend it. Sometimes we go a little crazy and you just don't know how to correct it.
Mm.
I do help and support that education. I want everyone to remember that when they pay their credit cards back, it is still your money. That is
Mm-hmm.
the biggest part I want you to know. Pay those credit cards. Do not get a missed payment. You spent it. You bought all them gifts. You had a good
Right.
time. Go pay those credit cards. Pay them on time. And even if you don't have the money, you need to pay the minimum balance. You might
Mhm.
see a decrease in your score because of the increase in debt. It's a proven
Okay.
fact. And that's the only thing by law that I can guarantee you is an increase in debt is a decrease in score. A decrease in score is an increase in debt in about 95% of situations. Okay. Depends on what your credit report is looking like. But at least you
Mm.
won't get that missed payment. Okay. Having an increase in debt is nowhere near the effect that you're going to get for having a missed payment. A missed payment is almost as bad as a
Okay.
repo.
Oh, wow. And yes,
Exactly.
that is a transparency testimony again. My credit report was filled of late payments.
Yes.
And the way it starts to improve is, of course, working with the Bishop of Credit for stuff that shouldn't be on there, but to have more on time payments and then managing the debt ratio, like she just mentioned, increase the debt and all this
Yeah.
stuff. That's the education piece. But became imperative was paying the debts on time. I mean, so much so that I didn't read the fine print for one of my credit cards because I've always paid it at a certain day, but then something came up and I got, carried, not carried away, just kind of days kind of, went by. I still paid it on the due date, but did not ever read the fine print.
Yeah.
So it was central time in their zone and it had to be paid by a certain time for it not to be considered to be late. So even though like you get the confirmation that has the date that it was paid and all that, it still got flagged as being late. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, 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 no. I called them, admitted to the fact that, I paid it on the due date. And I said, look at my history. And because of my history of paying on time, never having ever them adjust, they was like, oh, we'll take that off,
Yeah.
So that was a lesson learned too, because that was new me. That was
Mhm.
me more empowered. Like, no, I'm gonna still control my credit. The worst thing that could have happened is I could have called and they could have still said no.
Exactly.
But I called and they said yes. So sometimes we just don't make the call. So
Exactly.
getting back to what the bishop said about the garnishment, make the calls.
Make the call.
Don't let the days get away from you without making the necessary calls. I mean, and I'm thinking I'm gonna call just to make sure I'm safe, just because I don't want
You know what?
nothing to happen.
I don't know the number off the top of my head, but when you said something about those garnishments, you can Google top. I think it's TOP garnishment, state of Michigan or something like that, or
Okay.
whatever. Or it ain't gotta be the state of Michigan, just TOP. And there's an 800 number that you can call to see if you're going to be getting garnished.
Oh,
Okay.
that is awesome information. I'm so glad that got added in. Yes. So make sure you do your due diligence so that
Yes.
you can be safe,
Yes.
and everything will be okay for you and your family. Well, I want to just thank first and foremost the Bishop of Credit for coming back on. Of course, this will not be the last time. We will have her on as an author. She would tell us about the whole process of just being an author, and then she's going to actually come back as we have these tips moving on with the NAACP. So I'm just excited for all that's coming on. And plus, she will share what's going on in her world. It's just going to be an amazing 2022. And I'm just excited that here at Get to Know Bob, we can be a part of it. So thank you so much for agreeing to be on tonight's show. Thank you for your words of wisdom. I want to thank all you guys out there who are watching us live. Make sure you share this. Those who are you going to find us on our YouTube at a later date, make sure you share us as well. As always, I appreciate you. And I'm Sonya Weaver. I encourage you to spend with purpose because your dollar matters. And I want you to what? Deal with Bob. It is so amazing and important that you do. So have an amazing night, and I will see you next week.